Hello, good morning, welcome, good evening, afternoon. Maybe some of you are in morning time. Maybe if you're watching Australia, potentially. How is it going? Thursday night. It is a Friday deadline this week, which I had forgotten about. So you got Norwich versus Watford tomorrow. Maybe the Pookie Party will be back on. But yeah, so we're live one day before the transfers are going on. The Man United match is still being played. It's 2-0. Martial has scored a really nice goal. Good footwork. So I think that's kind of maybe changing people's thoughts about whether they should have him. Some people are talking about captaincy. I mean, even I'm not that crazy. 7:35 a.m. in Australia. There you go. I'm just having a look to see who started for Wolves because I didn't actually check. Jimenez played. Interesting. No Jota fully rested, not even in the squad. Maybe he's the one to go for. Interesting. They've got a penalty though. I'm assuming Jimenez is going to take it. We'll have a look in a sec. Anyway, how are we doing? That bottle of Disaronno is still full. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a graphics wizard. Can't do that. I need... he's banned, isn't he? Yeah. Fair enough. I completely forgot about that. Good morning from Sydney. What's up, Mark? How's it going? KSI. Go for KSI, not Logan. Yeah, no, I completely forgot he was suspended. Okay, so I'll show you the team. I've not made any transfers. I'm not going to make any transfers tonight, but I am off work tomorrow, which means there is a high percentage chance of being able to do a deadline stream. And so I probably won't do my transfers tonight because I want to hear the press conferences tomorrow. So I'll probably do my transfers live on the stream tomorrow, but we'll see. But before we jump into showing you my team and just answering all the general FPL questions, talking about FPL, etc., let's talk about the sponsor of the stream. I can put on this handy little clip. OneFootball have kindly sponsored a bunch of streams and videos over October, November, and I think into December as well, which is really cool of them to do. If you want to check it out, link is in the description below. Or you can just search OneFootball on Android, iOS stores. It is completely free. So if you want to check it out and see what it's like, obviously you can always uninstall it if it's no good. But I think you'll like it as FPL managers. Loads of news as you can see in the video here. Team news on the weekend as well as live scores and stuff like that as well. And you can choose which teams you want to get notifications from. So if you've not already checked it, link is in the description below. Or go and search OneFootball on Android and iOS stores. All right. This is how the team is shaping up. It's 3-0 to Man United. Who scored the third goal? Come on. Need quicker updates than this. Let's have a look. Oh, Neves. Neves has taken the penalty for Wolves and he's missed. Oh, it's saved. Should just give him to Jimenez full time. Neves, not Jimenez, will take it. I don't know. I don't really get the whole switching thing. If you've got a good penalty taker, just let him take it every time. Vardy's going to rise tonight. Look, I don't need Vardy. Sorry, I don't really need the money. I mean, sure, it's a pain to have to pay 0.1 million extra, but I'm going to wait. Although, realistically, I don't know what's going to change tomorrow to change my transfers. I will say, I am still looking at taking Sterling out for a hit. It's very hard to stick to that when you read social media forums and stuff like that, because obviously a lot of people think it's crazy. A lot of people just don't want to get rid of Sterling. That's absolutely fine. Like, I've seen plenty of teams that have got the likes of Sterling, Salah, De Bruyne and Vardy with no issues at all. Team value's good. They have had Lundstrom in from the start and stuff, and to be fair enough, I probably wouldn't get Sterling unless I have to, but I think I'm going to stick to my guns. I've looked at captaincy. Man City's just not happening, I don't think, over the next kind of 7 to 8 game weeks. It's mostly going to be Liverpool. So I think my strategy... I think my strategy is Sterling out. I'm going to get Vardy and Jimenez, I think, although it is pretty tempting just to get Martial and have my transfers done. I could even just take a -4 this week. Do Sterling to Martial, more pay to Vardy. And then I've got Martial versus Brighton. No Jimenez versus Villa, though. But I think Yarmolenko is okay to play against Burnley. I don't think he's like an absolute must-sell, as long as he doesn't get subbed on 45 minutes again. But you think they'd probably do a bit better against Burnley. So, yeah, I could do that. But, I mean, the only thing that's horrible about Martial is he just got such a bad injury record. Do I need that headache? Because there's still transfers I'm going to want to do in future weeks. I want to get Lundstrom in at some point. Salah is going to have to show me something kind of, not special, but I need to just see some kind of form over the next 2 games against City and Crystal Palace away. Otherwise, I'm going to have to make the switch to Mane, because Mane almost looks like a set and forget captain over Christmas. There's 1 week, I think, so after Crystal Palace, Brighton at home, captain. Everton at home, probably captain, although that same week I think Vardy plays Watford, if I've got it right. Bournemouth away, Watford at home, could captain. Obviously, game week 18 is the blank. Then it's Leicester away, Wolves at home, Sheffield United at home. So you could captain him for a good few of those games. And I don't want to go into those games having Salah when Mane's still the one in much better form. So I think I'm going to get rid of Sterling. It's going to be a horrible weekend. I feel like when you take a -8, especially when you use it to take out such a big hitter like Sterling, you've got to basically be able to get through that weekend without it backfiring. Obviously, hits are for the long term, so I've got to take into account how I do over the next 3 to 4 weeks. But realistically, you want it to not fail in the first week, because that hurts, especially a -8, taking out Sterling before the international break. That could be bad. Keep Sterling, get rid of Salah. So I've considered that, because if I'm telling myself I'm going to use the transfer on Salah to Mane later on, then I could just get rid of Salah this week, keep Sterling, and then when I need to make that move to get Mane in, just get rid of Sterling then. But if somehow Salah looks really good over the next 2 fixtures, then I save myself a transfer by not getting Mane in. So that is something I've kind of thought about. Yeah, I mean, Sterling against Liverpool away, you'd think you wouldn't get punished too much for that. Icy George is correct. If you want to give the stream a like, that's always appreciated. Almost like a good luck like before I take Sterling out for a massive hit. And there are 4 polls as well, if you've not already voted on them. Your Gameweek 12 captain, best option out of basically Jota, Jimenez, Martial. Because Jota, interestingly, at least, I've not really seen much of him recently, but underlying stats-wise, he's pretty decent versus Jimenez. And I think recently Wolves have changed to a more 3-4-3, which is interesting, because when they switched to I think it was 3-5-2 last year, Jota really came into form when he was playing up front. So 3-4-3 is not obviously the same as 3-5-2, because you've got Jimenez there and then got Traore and Jota either side. But he did spring into life after a while. But again, though, the question I'm telling myself is, do I want that headache that Jota, maybe misses out, is not as good as I think he might be, and Jimenez is kind of trustworthy. So I kind of got all that going on inside my brain. So I'm probably going to just go Jimenez and Vardy. They're, penalties, form, fixtures. Job absolutely done. Will Chelsea keep a clean sheet? I hope so. Crystal Palace at home is a pretty decent fixture, I think. Obviously, Zaha's the main concern. Maybe Ayew as well. But I think it's a good chance at home for Chelsea. Oh, don't tell me Maguire is injured. Do not tell me that. I'm checking Twitter now. I can't be dealing with I mean, how harsh would that be? A Maguire injury. I'm having a look on Twitter now. I don't even know what I would do if he's injured. I guess I'd just get a Lundstrom and just freaking captain him against Spurs or something. Oh, I can't be dealing with this. Pulled up, no one near him. Oh my god, that is awful. I might actually cry. Maybe I'm crying. Maybe that's Maguire thing. That's ridiculous! It's a family-friendly stream. I mean, if he's pulled up, well, no one's been around him. I mean, that is worse than getting smacked in the leg. Do you know what I mean? He's still playing, but looks like a possible injury. Okay, calm down for now. I'm not keeping more pay. Not doing it. Man United bias is hurting you. Oh, I'm so sick of hearing about Man United bias. This is the first time I've owned a Man United player all season for 1 week. You must have done something really bad recently to deserve this karma. He's fine. Okay, I'm definitely not playing Diop. Soyuncu would be okay. Sorry to tell you, your team is rubbish and you've made some awful mistakes. Thanks, rookie. I hadn't realised until now. Yeah, Greenwood doesn't count though because he's just bench fodder. I had Wan-Bissaka. No, I didn't. I've never owned Wan-Bissaka. I started the season with 0 Man United players. I've had no Man United players apart from Greenwood all season until I got Maguire in. Vardy or Abraham captain. I mean, I'm probably going to go Vardy. I really don't think there's much in it though. I just like the fact that Vardy's playing against a team that's going to come forward and not sit back deep and defend. And like, even if they try that, can they do that? Can we have a late night stream again? I don't know, maybe. Maguire due an injury. Oh, come on. How's a player due an injury? Can guarantee no one's going to captain Sterling. He gets a brace. That's obviously another thing about taking out Sterling versus Liverpool away. His captaincy will be super low. You know, if he was playing Norwich at home, it'd be a whole different ball game. I mean, I'd be captaining him, not thinking of selling him. How do you feel on captaining Martial? I mean, that's the punt, right? It's a punt, simple as that. I think they've looked. I've only seen the first half of the game tonight, and you know, Martial and Rashford looked a bit better. Their link-up play was much better than it was against Bournemouth. That Bournemouth game was obviously rubbish all round. I don't think the weather helped. I don't want to turn into Klopp and just blame the weather, but it was a pretty bad match. My girlfriend hates me because I watch you all the time. Yeah, it's better to watch the stream, right? Did anyone else read Andy's tweets in his voice? I never thought about that. I wonder if some people do. Because I do that when I read other people's tweets. Not everyone's, but some people. You know, like if the FPL General writes folks in a tweet, I always read it in his voice. Always. Maybe you should captain Sterling. Not a chance. George already answered that. Jake, thanks very much. Dilver and Bolly out for Rico and Matinho. What's the love for Matinho all of a sudden? I'm not sure about that. I mean, Wolves fixtures are obviously good. That's why I'm looking at getting Jimenez. But for me, it's pretty much Jimenez, maybe Jota if you want to punt, and pretty much no one else from Wolves. Maybe Doherty, but he's very expensive. I'm not sure about their midfielders personally. I wouldn't go there, but if you think he's going to do the business, go for it. Obviously, he's on set pieces and stuff, which could help. Don't even dare to put that tone on with Maguire in transfer room. Was a bad mistake. Don't even dare to put that tone. What tone? I don't think the fact he might be injured means the transfer was a mistake. I mean, you can say it's a mistake anyway, but I don't think him getting injured makes it more of a mistake. Graphics are slick. Well, the graphics are slicker because I don't do most of them. Gaurav, what am I doing if Mount's injured? Yeah, so for me, I haven't paid that much money for Mount. Well, I've paid a lot of money for him, but I've not got a lot of money riding on it. I think I can sell him for 6.7. He's 6.9. I'll probably keep him though because after he's going to get 2 weeks off. You know, if he is injured, he's not going to play for England. Yes, it's Man City, but then it's West Ham, Villa, Everton, Bournemouth. So it's a pretty nice fixture, and he's been pretty nailed on as well. You kind of want that over Christmas. I think I have to keep him, to be honest. Leicester mid is a must. I mean, I think Vardy is about as close to a must as it's getting right now. He's a super good option. I just think Leicester defenders outside Soyuncu, meh. The midfielders are fine. I don't think they're a must-have. But again, obviously the fixtures are good for Vardy, so they're good for the mids as well. So I can see why people are jumping on them. For sure. There you go, Marco J85. That's the man who does the graphics. Someone actually asked me at work today about the graphics, and I said you can definitely tell which ones I do and which ones I don't. I've already got some ideas for next year. We'll see. Is the free hit okay if you have 5 Liverpool and City assets? I think it's still more beneficial. Here's the thing. Everyone's got, 4 to 5 Liverpool Man City assets. Most of them anyway. Most people, or a lot of people have got that. So you're kind of in the same boat. So I personally think the free hit's still going to be much more usable towards the end of the season. But it could be a big differential for this week. But the thing is, who are you going for? If you're going to dump all your Man City and Liverpool players, obviously I can't see your team, but I would think that a lot of people have got Chelsea players already. They play Palace. Maybe people have got Leicester players. I don't know. Wolves against Villa. You could kind of triple up on them, I suppose. But I'm not sure it's a good week. Like Spurs versus Sheffield United. Maybe at the start of the season we would have looked to that as a great fixture. Oh, excuse me, but not now. So it's not just even the fact that everyone's got Liverpool Man City players there anyway. It's who are the players you're getting in that you don't already own that you think are going to go nuts this week. Sterling and Gilbert and Mane and Willems. Good luck, Gaurav, if you're doing that. Willems. Willems is almost like my favourite player in the league now because I said that I didn't know him and now he's scoring points left, right and centre. You swear you're always on my streams and I never answer your questions. Do you know what? That's possibly right. There's about 700 people watching right now. There's a lot of questions. Come on, admit to Maguire being a waste of a transfer. I subscribed to your channel. Didn't expect you to confirm to me who I shouldn't get. Like the beauty of... I'll be honest with you, the beauty of YouTube is you don't have to watch. You can just turn off. Does Maguire look like a mistake? Definitely. I should have got Lundstrom last week. But that's been and gone now. 3 good fixtures to come. Let's see how many points you can get before I worry about whether it was a mistake. Ryan to Schmeichel or Patricio? I mean, do you need to get rid of Ryan? I suppose not many clean sheets coming. I think I just prefer Soyuncu instead of Schmeichel, so maybe Patricio. You're on wildcard this week. I'm so jealous. Good punts. I mean, you could punt on Jota. We were just chatting about him just a minute ago. Noise Freak, thanks very much. What are my plans to get back in the 250k? You're selling Sterling, bringing in Jimenez -4 and Yarmolenko to Tielemans next week. I mean, that's pretty much what it's similar to what I'm doing. I mean, to get back to 250k, one thing is I'm not actually that far away in terms of points. Like the gaps are still quite low. There is a website which will tell me. Is it FPL Analytics? I can't remember now. If someone remembers in the chat, I can tell you how. I could tell you if someone shows me the stream, the link. But yeah, I'm not too far off that. Not a points total that take me forever to get back to. But the kind of aim, Gargatron doesn't work anymore. No, he's stopped. He stopped updating it. There is another one. I think it's something like FPL Review or FPL Analytics have one, but I can't remember what. Oh, everyone's saying the Gargatron. I don't think it works anymore. He hasn't updated it. After almost 10 years and 1 million searches, I've decided that it's time to shut down the Gargatron. There you go. Anyway, my plan is to answer your question, Noise Freak. I'm looking just to get Vardy, Jimenez in this week, and then with money to upgrade Yarmolenko next week probably for probably a Leicester midfielder. And the aim is just to basically reset my team and have Jimenez and Vardy. Hopefully, I can keep a little bit longer term. I think my problem has been recently I've made too many short-term transfers. Like already, as much as I think Maguire has 3 good fixtures, I'm probably going to want to get rid of him then. I got more pay in knowing that I'd want rid of him in 2 weeks. I got Son in knowing that I'd want De Bruyne straight back as soon as he was fit. So I've made too many short-term transfers. So the hope is that Vardy, Jimenez I can keep for a good few weeks, kind of reset my team. and then start maybe looking at picking some new players up or whatever as we go. Just taking it easy, because at the end of the day, we're taking it steady, because we're still only 11 weeks in. Nothing has lost that much. Is Mopé out really that urgent? No, I guess not. Could do well against Man United, but next 4 fixtures are not great. And Vardy and Jimenez is decent. And I never really wanted him that long anyway. I'm on FPL. Oh yeah, tools. What? Compare global rank. Here we go. So I'm on 584 points. This is on. I'll link it in the chat if anyone wants to go on this. Hang on. I'll spam it. That's the website that I'm using. So I'm 53 points behind 100k, basically. So I don't think it's not awful. I mean, it's not great. Don't get me wrong, to be 53 points behind 100k already. But you can turn around a 40 to 50 point deficit in kind of 2 to 3 weeks if you nail it. So I'm feeling okay about that. To get to 500k, I'm only 20 points behind 500k. It's nothing really. So I'm not panicking yet. But like I said, I really could do with not having another awful week this week, because going into the international break, if I have another awful week, I could drop outside the top million in the international break. That is poor. So a little bit worried about that, but we'll see how it goes. Turn my phone off so it doesn't go off again. Get told off. Martial or Maddison? Yeah, I think this is a tough one, because I'm thinking I'm going to have to do this. I don't know. One of the reasons I kind of want to take a -12 this week is just to get Martial in this week. I think if you wait a week, you have to get Maddison, because Martial is going to play Sheffield United away. So Maddison's the better one. I think it's pretty close. I mean, the benefit for Maddison is it doesn't seem that injury prone so far. Completely nailed. Obviously, Martial is too. All set pieces, really good fixtures. Leicester in good form as a team, but much better than Man United this season. Martial's gonna score more goals, you'd imagine. But I think Maddison's maybe got, because of the assists as well, from set pieces or whatever. I don't know. I feel like it's so close. I feel like I really want to say Martial, but I'm just not that sure, and that kind of puts me off that I can't be hugely confident. I mean, he's the number 9 for Man United, but the number 9 for Man United is not as exciting as it once was. I think we need to put your TV in the team value, in the bar at the top. Yeah, there's already so much stuff up there though. I have that in my team videos. Yeah, we won't worry about that after the stream. Jimenez has 2 games for Mexico. Has he been called up though? I didn't see anything about that today. I mean, obviously there's every chance that, Martial has been a bit injury prone in the past. Obviously there's every chance that he might stay fit for a bit. But, yeah, I mean, the thing is, Martial is still really good value if he keeps playing. Well, he's going to play, I don't even need to say that. He is pretty much nailed on when he's fit. So you've got to think he's still good value. It's just close between him and Maddison. It's very hard to go against Leicester players right now because they're doing so well. And just to talk about Sterling for a bit, I know I've talked about him loads this week, about selling him. I've seen a lot of people saying he's going to score points. And all I'll say is he's absolutely going to score points. Man City, yes, the fixtures are a little bit more difficult coming up. Are fixtures ever difficult for Man City? Maybe not. But in terms of the amount of FPL points they'll score, yeah, sure, they're probably going to go down a little bit. But they're still going to win those games. They're still going to score goals. Sterling's still going to be involved. So if you're getting rid of Sterling thinking he's not going to score points, that's your main reason, I think you should probably rethink. Just because I don't want people to be in for a massive shock when he ends up scoring a brace against Chelsea at home. Which could definitely happen. That is a good fixture, I think. Yeah, Pogba being out is... I was thinking that actually when I was watching the first half. Pogba being out does suck. And he's still not imminent to return either, which is a bit of a worry. So yeah, I know what you mean. There's not too much creativity with a midfield of what is it? Usually like Pereira, McTominay, and Fred. Or 4-2-3-1 sometimes, but yeah, it's not great. But I don't know, Rashford and Martial, they're kind of, like I said, their link-up play, like the play between them has been pretty decent against Norwich and then tonight. But I don't know. The thing is, I think Brighton at home is really good for Martial, but then next week he plays Sheffield United away. I'm not really expecting anything. Whereas Maddison's got Arsenal at home, and then is it Brighton away? I think so. I think they both play Brighton. So I feel like Maddison's got the better next 2 fixtures, and then the next best 4 as well. So that's probably where I would go, I think. Yeah, there you go. Man, I don't know if we don't score enough goals. He's not even on penalties. Yeah, but he's got points in pretty much every game he's played. All right, hang on a sec. Let's go for now. Where am I looking? Okay, so where's Maddison? Yeah, so Maddison's on 5.3 points per game. Martial's on 4.7. So 4.7 is slightly ahead of Tielemans, but he is more expensive. So the problem with him is when he has got points, he's not got many bonus points so far. So that's maybe a bit of a worry. But yeah, look, if you want to get Maddison instead, absolutely go for it. Dream midfield right now. Well, definitely a Salah Mane double up, I think. FPL is meant to be fun. If you can't put an attacking player in form from the team support, what's the point of playing? If I put any more Man United players in, imagine how much I'll trigger people watching. Yeah, no, I'm probably going to Maddison or Tielemans, to be honest. Get Jimenez this week. Job done. Yeah, Harvey Barnes and Perez are potential outside bets, especially if you've not got as much money to spend on. Like, I could do Yarmolenko to Barnes for free, for example. So that is an option. But you just know that Maddison and Tielemans are absolutely nailed on. And again, I don't feel like my team is in a position to be taking punts at the moment. Transfer plans. Oh man, I've been through my transfer plans so much. Daniel James. I mean, if you've got him, I think you keep him for now. It's Brighton at home. You don't need to do anything. He's been rested tonight. You play him. Definitely going to get Vardy. Yeah. What are my thoughts on transferring out Abraham this week? I mean, my question would be, what's the reasoning behind that? Go boom or bust and triple captain Sterling? Not a chance. I really like Harvey Barnes. I'm fully agree. Decent player, cuts in from the left. Loves taking a shot. I just think I'll play it safer and go for Maddison. Super Tiger trying to talk me into getting Martial. The thing is, I'm probably not going to get Martial this week. I mean, for me, it's kind of Martial versus Jimenez. This is the thing. I can get in Maddison anyway. So it's really Martial versus Jimenez. I can have Martial and Maddison. But I can't have Martial, Maddison and Jimenez. Abraham doesn't score at home. So, honestly, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Look at his home fixtures, right? So he played 29 minutes against Leicester. Don't count that. Sheffield United at home, he scored twice. Liverpool, fair enough, he blanked. Lots of players are going to blank against Liverpool. Brighton at home, fair enough. And to be honest, he didn't get any points there. I can't remember how the game went, whether he had any chances. And the only other game was the Newcastle one. He hit the bar and he had that chance to that great clearance off the line where he should have got points. So I get the fact that he can't score points. I think the key statement should be he hasn't scored that many points so far. But his only opportunity outside of the Sheffield United game where he actually did score is Liverpool, Brighton, Newcastle, and he should have got points in that Newcastle game. So 3 games is a really small sample size to say that he cannot score at home, especially when the next 4 fixtures, 3 of them are at home: Palace, West Ham, and Villa. Are you telling me he's not going to score in those games? There's just no way. Why does everyone take hits? They literally never pay off, apart from the times they do. Is McTominay injured? Ah, come on. Have a look now. Doom, doom. See, now interestingly, Villa do defend well. In terms of goals conceded, they've not done that bad. In terms of shots conceded in the box, they are the worst team in the last 4 game weeks. I think maybe for the whole season as well. Worse than Norwich. Just saying. So they've been a bit unlucky. Have they been a bit lucky, maybe? Yeah, well, I'm going to have to wait on press conference now to see what the deal is with Harry Maguire. Oh yeah, Lingard's come on for McTominay. Oh my god, Jimenez goes for an over. Oh no, sorry. I thought Jimenez was injured then. It's actually the guy that he hit. Would I consider taking Sterling out? He's on 1 yellow card away from a suspension. I think ever since Diego Costa gate, and when he was on 1 yellow card, and I, like many others, didn't get him because of that, and then he absolutely smashed the points. I wouldn't worry about a player just because of that 1 yellow card. Look, if you keep him and he gets that yellow card against Liverpool, yeah, it's going to be frustrating that he misses the home game. But that's just the way it is. Like, if he's in your long-term plans, I wouldn't worry about it, to be honest. Like, that wouldn't be my reason for getting rid of him. Yeah, no, I completely agree that they played Poole and Liverpool the last 4 games, but that's what I'm saying. Look at the whole season. They have conceded the most shots in the box. That's why I said that as well. His son's suspended. He's not. It was reset. Wildcard, how would you like? I'm not going to do a wildcard. I might do a wildcard video over the international break. Suggestions for cheap goalkeepers. There's actually a poll for cheap goalkeepers if you want to vote on that. Liverpool and West Ham have a blank game because they... Is it the World Club Cup? Or is it I can't remember which cup they're in. I keep forgetting the bloody name of it. Got to memorise this. Do you play Yarmolenko or Mings? It's got to be Yarmolenko, hasn't it? Issue. What is the cup called? Club World Cup. There you go. The Club World Cup. Hang on, that's the semi-final. So if they win that, when's the final? Completely lost. Need to look into that some more. I just know they're not playing in Gameweek 18. Pulisic instead of Mount. I mean, it's interesting that Chelsea game because my first thought was Hudson. I hate calling him Cho out loud. Hudson-Odoi has been rested, and he's going to play the next game. But actually, it was a pretty solid Chelsea side, like pretty much first 11. So yeah, I think that Pulisic just basically is just first choice right now. So I'm not. If you've got Hudson-Odoi, I'd be worried. Maybe you can keep him and hope for the best this week. But Pulisic looks good. The only thing is, and I've said this a few times now, would you be surprised if Hudson-Odoi played the odd game here or there? I think that could be pretty annoying. I mean, maybe even Willian is the better option to look at. Okay. They play 2 matches regardless if they win the semi-final. Fair enough. Yeah, look, fair enough. If you think Villa are that good defensively, don't get Wolves players or players playing against Villa. There's not much more I can add. I don't think they're that good defensively. I think the goals will come eventually. I think that could start this week. The thing is, I think both Hudson-Odoi, how's Pulisic on the right? Because I think they're kind of both vying for that left spot, left wing position. No love for Son. I mean, the problem with Son is he's very expensive, isn't he? I mean, I've had him in, and I wanted to get him straight back for De Bruyne. It's just hard to fit him in. basically. Like originally, when I was first thinking about Vardy in, I looked at Sterling to Son and more pay to Vardy. I can't do that anymore because team value and stuff, but I just think he's too much money to play, basically. Yeah, the polls, if you've not already voted, click the eye in the top right hand corner and go and vote on them now. We'll do them in about 10 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, I will shout out the patrons, the producers, all on screen. Thanks for your continued support every single month. We also have new patrons, Connor S and Chris C, who have signed up. Not yet got the Slack invite. I will get that to you after this stream. So watch out for a message on Patreon for that. If you want to sign up, link is in the description below. If you want to support the stream a little bit further, or the channel a little bit further, I should say. There's 3 tiers you can look at going. Producer, and there's the $5 one, which is Slack access and League access. Obviously, the next league won't now be till December. So yeah, if you want to check that out, click the link in the description below. Thanks for everyone that's been signed up for ages, especially the producers and new patrons, Connor and Chris. Thanks very much. The November League code is out, by the way, for anyone that didn't check Patreon yet. So make sure you're in for that, and we'll see who's top once the next game week's done. VTMPI Soccer, thanks very much, Mount. Number 11 players to no 11 players. Ottomani to Adam Smith, Rico, Willems. So I think the thing with Willems is his fixtures are okay, whereas Rico's fixtures, I would just go for Rico, I think, and just save the money out of him and Smith. It depends whether you're actually going to play him. Maybe it's cheap enough. Newcastle away, Wolves at home is good. After that, it gets pretty tough. Spurs away, Palace away, Liverpool at home, Chelsea away. But he's so cheap, you can just bench him. So I think for saving money, Rico. If you've got to play, it depends whether you trust Newcastle defence. If you've got to play him a bit more often, then Bournemouth at home, Villa away, Sheffield United away, Southampton at home, Burnley away, Palace at home. Newcastle have a lot of games you could play Willems in. So if you need to play him quite a bit, I'd maybe get Willems actually. If you don't and you're just looking to save some money, I'd just get Rico. Willems, what a man. Am I going to have a shave? No, I only shaved recently. Plan on switching Pookie to DFA this week. The thing with Pookie is, I can definitely see why you would want to get rid of him because he's been so bad. It's Watford at home. I'd be a little bit tempted to give him one more week. Just saying. Yeah, I think you've basically summed Firmino up. He's quite expensive, so he's going to be hard to fit in. But if you wanted to double up on the Liverpool attack, you didn't want to spend all that money in Salah and Mane. I think that's a shrewd option to get Firmino in, to be honest. You're basically hoping that he goes into one of his hot streaks. But he's been, in terms of maybe not FPL points wise, but he's been on fire this season. Full of confidence. One more week, so I get it, right? One more week, you do get caught up with that. But I feel like if you didn't make the last week a few weeks ago, and you've kept him all this time, Watford at home, I think that's a good fixture to keep him for. I think you should have got rid of him already. But if you have kept him, why not keep him? Because after that, then it's Everton away, Arsenal at home, Southampton away, Sheffield United at home, Leicester away. It's pretty tough. So I'll be looking at getting rid. So maybe you could keep. Robertson and Trent is another. I mean, the fixtures are so good, you're probably going to want to double or triple up somewhere. I'm probably not going to be though. I'm probably going to only be able to afford 2. But yeah, that's a good shout. Double up on defence. I mean, they've done all right, obviously, with just their attacking returns. If they can turn it around and get some clean sheets too, they're going to be smashing the points over the next few weeks. I suppose it depends how easy. I think the thing with Robertson and Trent now, depending on how you've restructured your team, is a lot of people have moved off the 4 or 5 at the back. So it depends how easy you can put that money in and take it back out again, I guess. Yeah, if you've got the money just to straight swap one of your defenders to him, then fair enough, really. Don't talk too much about Willems. You're transferring him. You don't want him price right. I don't think you've got too many worries, to be honest. I'm fully he is done. Fully agreed. Should have been gotten rid of weeks ago. But if you had him against Watford at home, bearing in mind the person that was talking about him was talking about getting Deafeu away to Norwich at the same match. I don't know. I feel like you could just give him one more match, maybe. Save the transfer. Oxlade-Chamberlain, yeah, that's a nice differential. The thing is he going to play every game, though? You know, you could say it doesn't matter if he plays every game, you can have your bench. But he is in great form. If we think he plays more often than not, then yeah, decent option. I think a lot of people will be looking at him. Your face cam is lagging a little bit. Yeah, I still haven't figured out what that is, to be honest. I don't know why it does it. I don't know if the computer just starts lagging or it's the light. But I don't think it's the light because it's really well lit in this room. You see, it's fine now, and then all of a sudden it lags. And it does it when I do pre-recorded videos as well. So I don't know if it's just the webcam can't keep up. I'm going to get a DSLR at some point, I think. Anyway, there you go, a little bit of info for you. Yeah, Doherty is basically just so expensive, it's hard to justify him. The fixtures are good for Wolves, so you could look at him as a shrewd differential, but he is pricey. Need a good bit of team value to afford him and all the other players you want, I think. Poke to Schmeichel, what to do with Cantwell? Again, Cantwell's almost like... Cantwell's a hard one for me to say because I don't know how much money everyone has to upgrade him. Because he is cheap. There's no players around his price that you're going to want, so you're going to need a bit of money to upgrade. Again, he's going to play Watford at home. Maybe you could keep him one more week, then try and figure it out. Green screen needs a lot of CPU usage. Is that true? Maybe that's it. But the thing is, what was I going to say? It used to do that with just a webcam, to be honest. So I need a new computer soon. I'm going to look over Black Friday if I can get one. If you got Cantwell at 4.5, just keep him as a bench player. Yeah, that's pretty good advice, to be honest. Lundstrom versus Spurs. I don't think I'm allowed to talk about. I don't think I'm allowed to talk about Lundstrom, to be honest. Bloody Lundstrom. I mean, my first thought is Spurs away. He should not get points. But I was thinking today, obviously, it's not even hindsight. It is hindsight a bit that I didn't get him in. And I probably should have. I definitely should have. But I was going, at the start of the season, I was talking about Zinchenko. You know, people were saying, don't get him. And I was basically like, you can't look a gift horse in the mouth. You can get a cheap way into the Man City defence in an attacking team, have to get him in. But with Lundstrom, when he was 4.4 or 4.5 when I was on wildcard, my thought process should have been, this is a defender who's genuinely playing out of position and can get attacking returns in a team that's super defensively sound. Didn't get him. So that was a big mistake. So if you've got him, why not just play him? Why not just triple up on Sheffield United? Play him against Spurs. Who have Spurs got anyway? Son and Kane. They're rubbish. Wolves will be through in Europa League if it stays the same. Jimenez perhaps rested. Fingers crossed. Someone said that he's been called up for Mexico. I don't know if that's true though. I'm not sure if that's true. I see what you mean about the webcam, by the way. I don't know how to fix it. It's annoying. Yeah, Baldock, Stevens, Lundstrom, boom, job done. Triple out. Just play them every week. Get rid of Trent and Robertson. Whatever I think I should do in FPL, I'll do the opposite. You're legit tripling up on Sheffield United in Gameweek 15. You already got in O'Connell and getting Henderson Gameweek 15. Fair enough. Fair enough. Wolves scored. I thought it finished 0-0. Let me have a look here. Pretty sure it's 0-0. Oh, Jimenez just scored. Boom. Low light compensation. The thing is, the lights... Hang on. Okay. Let me test something then. Hang on. We can turn the light up on my phone. Let's see if it still lags. I don't think it is the light. Hang on a sec. I'm not getting Vardy tonight. Not happening. Jimenez header 1-0. There you go. Legend. Definitely do that against Villa. Jimenez is now in your team. Well, according to Johnny Blaine on Twitter, that is Wolves' 7th goal in 90th minute or later this season. Oh, hope he doesn't make me wait that much for FPL points. Villa versus Wolves has 0-0 written all over it. We'll see. Hang on a sec. I need to turn the light down now because it's super bright and it's not helping the camera. There you go. Traore assist. Look, maybe Traore is amazing now, but yeah, that's it. Sorry, got to reply to this. Lundstrom has never played a centre-back. I know. Yeah, I fully get I know that Vardy's going up. I'm going to wait. I think I'm going to wait. What news am I waiting for tomorrow? Saving the free transfer, definitely off the cards. I'm no chance on my saving the free transfer. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about the web camera now. You can still hear me at least. Maybe it's best not to look at my face anyway. Maybe we'll just do this instead. Hang on. There we go. Is that better? That's better. Now it's not lagging at all. Alright, we'll do the polls now. I'm just going to refresh now. Refresh the thing. Oh look, I'm back. Okay. I'm not waiting on Vardy like just one day because I don't know exactly what I want to do. I'm probably going to get Jimenez though. Okay, I'm going to do the polls now. I'm refreshing, as Craig David would say. I want Vardy, but what other move basically, if I want Jimenez, then yeah, fair enough. I can get Vardy tonight. I just bring in a 4.5 million defender. I'm guessing still Dendoncker is probably still the best cheap midfielder. But if I decide that I want Martial, then I have to obviously to get Vardy, I have to take Sterling out. So I need to know who I want to take Sterling out. Now he does say rewind, but I was making the same tune. Refresh. Jeez, did that go over everyone's head? Jimenez and Vardy are going up. Maybe I'll just do it. What if he gets injured before the end of this game? He hasn't scored again, has he? He's just scored once. Anyway, polls. Let's have a look. Your Game Week 12 captain, Jamie Vardy, 61%. Huge this week. 18% for Abraham. 4% Liverpool attacker. 2% Man City attacker. And 12% someone else. You keep saying your team value is low. That's because you keep wanting to... I mean, the hacking really didn't help with team value. I actually made like 2 or 3 early transfers early in the season. Like I took a hit to bring in Mount, Pukki and De Bruyne on like a Monday at the start of the season. Best option, Jimenez, 67%, much higher than Martial, 29%, and 3% for Jota. So Jimenez winning it. Should Sterling be sold? Oof, 50-50. Maybe 51-49. 50. I'm going to say 50-50. 50-50. It's slightly... There's 5 more votes for no than yes. 5. This is like Brexit. And I mean, we all know that was wrong. So maybe the correct answer is yes. Oof. Shouldn't have made a Brexit joke. I'm going to get so many comments now. It is right. Out means out. Best budget keeper. Henderson is winning 37%. I mean, Sheffield United have been great defensively. Can't say anything more than that. Gazaniga 26%, 18% on Ryan, 13% on Pope, 4% on someone else. So Henderson loving it. Hard Raheem exit or Rah exit. I really wish I hadn't said that. You know what people like about Brexit? I mean, just get it done. Either way. Henderson, yeah, that's the only thing to remember about Henderson. He cannot play against Man United. So yeah. I mean, it should be pretty obvious what my Brexit stance is anyway. I'm English and I moved to Ireland freely and got a job and lived here with no issues. So why would I want Brexit? Don't want to cause, being able to get up and move to another country and get a job is great. I'm just saying, there you go, I've said it. I would vote for not Brexit, for staying. Kill me now. Kill me in the comments. Let's do it. Anyway, right, there you go. I live in Ireland. It should be obvious. Haller is dripping in points for his price bracket. Dripping in points? West Ham's form is pretty bad. I think Burnley away is an okay fixture though. I'm not 100% sure whether I'm confident in Pope or not. Get away from the big names. I know I'm getting Vardy. I'm getting him. Don't panic. Where in Ireland do I live? West Coast. West Coast? You still love me. We are not getting into a Brexit conversation. Look, you can talk about it in the comments. I'm not going to discuss it. Once you get married, you get that Irish passport. I can already actually get it before marriage because we've been living together for so long. So I actually already qualify for an Irish passport. It costs £1,000 though. But yeah, let's stop the Brexit chat. Snoop Dogg and Andy are down with each other. West Coast for life. All right, look. I think at this point we've done enough FPL chat, right? I think we've got through most of what we're going to get through at this point, question-wise. So we'll have a few minutes of talking about whatever, not Brexit. But if there's anything else you want to talk about, let's do it. Let's do it. Tooth Fairy, Jesus Christ! I don't know if anyone follows me and saw my tweet. Me and my missus forgot 3 nights in a row. 3 nights in a row. Not good. But this time it's a new tooth. I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna go straight down after this stream and go and do it straight away. I couldn't do it because he'd only just gone to sleep. I didn't want to wake him up. Okay, so questions that are coming up. Right, Jimenez versus Martial. I'm going to get Jimenez. That's pretty much where I've been leaning to the whole time. I'm not changing my mind last minute. I'm getting Jimenez. I'm getting Vardy. I'm taking out Sterling. I will do it. I'll probably... Is there any reason I shouldn't do it tonight? Don't think there is. I'm probably not going to do it on stream. I'm going to have it done. If Jimenez and Vardy are going up tonight, I'm just going to do it tonight, I think. Who's the best 4.5 million midfielder though? I need to have a look. I think Dendonker at 4.4 is still probably the best. What webcam do I use? I think it's the Logitech C920 or something like that. It's. I mean, I've had that since I first did the Scoutcast. It's a few years old, but it's pretty sweet. What's my job? Maybe you'll find out soon. Out means out, ignoring... okay, we're not talking about Brexit, Jesus. How much can I deadlift? I mean, I'm... Basically, since I went back to the gym, like, after my holidays and stuff, back in, like, September, kind of took a while to get into it, and then I hurt myself because I went too high too early again. So then I kind of started again. And then I had another kind of, not 2 weeks off, but 2 weeks where I wasn't doing it properly. Because just various stuff was going on. I got ill, etc. So I've kind of started again, and I've been going regularly now for a little while. So I'm building back up. But instead of doing like 5-3-1 and going heavy, I've been doing like reps. So I'm doing like... So in fact, I've got it written down. So in the last deadlift session, which was... hang on. When was the last deadlift session? Monday. So it would have been Yeah, 75 kilos, 80 kilos, 85 kilos. 3 times 8 reps. So 24 reps total. So rather than just doing like one. The back has been good, but I really did start low again. I just thought I'd rather keep going than injure myself. I do a bit of cardio, yeah. Am I lining up a future YouTube boxing fight? Don't think so. I'm not sure it would pull quite the numbers of KSI and Logan Paul, an FPL fight. Jimenez goal ruled out. If you're struggling for time, try Strongness. So I might have to change up my program soon so that I go more often, but that I do shorter programs. So I'm gonna maybe look that up. But I'm feeling good at the moment. I've done something every day since November 1st. So kind of this week I've done gym, little bit of cardio, gym, little bit of cardio, and then tomorrow I'm going to do, weights, little bit of cardio. So tomorrow is squat day. So again, I'm kind of doing 3 times 8 on squats. If you want to get your deadlift up, you need to be doing something like 4 times 5. Do it twice a week. I'm not really, to be honest, at this point, like my main goal is still to get rid of the weight. Like I still have a lot to lose. So that's kind of why I started doing reps instead, like high reps. So we'll see. I'm not specifically maybe looking to go up. Yeah, bench press is like, I think I did 50, 55, 60, 3 times 8 as well. Last week, on yesterday. Is the diet going okay? So the diet is kind of back on track now, yeah. I kind of go through phases and I know when I'm going to not be great or not. And right now, it's good. It's good. No cravings. I don't know why. It's like something switches in my brain. Like you've got to eat, because I'm eating good now. I'm feeling good when I go to the gym. It's like you got to keep doing that. But Christmas will be a test because I'm going to eat at Christmas. I'm not even going to pretend. It's about not getting back into bad habits afterwards. The problem last year was I was away for Christmas for like a week. So it was like basically eating out every day for like a week. Not good for you. High reps will make you lose a lot of strength. I'm still building strength each week. At the end down, the weight I need to get off first before I worry about whatever. Cardio is the key to losing weight. Do you know what? There's a lot of people in this chat that will disagree with you, and building muscle is good for losing weight. Taron, best Cho replacement, 0.2 million. Ward Prowse, I mean, I know and the fixtures are good for Southampton, but he feels like such a... I quite like Barnes out of that if you want a bit of a punt. I'd actually probably reverse order them, Barnes, McGinn, Ward Prowse. Winter is bulking season. I know, but I'm not a bodybuilder. I don't need to bulk. I've bulked enough. Not eating is good for losing weight, true. You suggest 50 to 75 yard sprints. Yeah, I'm still a bit cautious with the run and the sprinting, to be honest. How many fish fingers on a sandwich do you have? I think you could fit in 4, right? Losing weight is all about the diet. Yeah, no, I fully agree. I fully understand that. But for me, like it's almost like my brain works that if I go to the gym, then the food improves because I want to eat good so that, 1, when I go to the gym, I'm not feeling awful, and 2, I can just do more because I've eaten well. So yeah, no, I fully, I know the food thing. Like you cannot out-train a bad diet, etc. You've been doing, yeah, well, high intensity stuff is better, yeah. I think when a lot of people say cardio, they're like, running long distances and whatever. FPL calorie diet, multiply your game score by 20, that's your daily calories. Exactly, yeah, do what you can stick to. So I'm doing weights, I enjoy that. I might go back to heavy and less reps at some point, but right now I'm enjoying the 3 times 8. Should do a gym stream on the other channel. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing with gym like YouTubers is 1, they look the part, and 2, they're so like set up with cameras and vlogging and all that stuff. I just wouldn't be able to do that. I don't think it'd be that interesting to. Would it be that interesting to hear from me? Probably not. I kind of have another channel, but I don't really use it that much. Yeah, the FPL chat's finished here now. I kind of said that earlier. All right, anything else? Anything else before I shoot off? I'm going to shoot off in 2 more minutes. I'm going to go and watch an episode of Suits, actually. I've been started Suits. It's like, I mean, I feel like it's pretty rubbish, but I kind of like it. They let the parks, they're all secretly unjuiced. I'll tell you who I really like is Josh Bridgman, and he is unjuiced, but he's fully open about it. And I'm not really looking to do bodybuilding or anything, but some of the tips he has and whatever, I like him. Work for Amazon Warehouse over Christmas if you want to lose weight. Yeah, I can imagine. Any chat manager, not tonight. You ran 5 kilometers every day. Nicely done. I've got the new Modern Warfare, yeah, but hardly played it. I'm so bad for just buying games and just not playing them. So bad. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much, everyone, for tuning in. Go and download OneFootball. Links in the description. Go and sign up to Patreon if you want to. Link is in the description. Like the stream.